My diet consisted of wheat bread from Walmart and bananas. And I tell you what, not only that I have lost a lot of weight, I have saved a lot of money. I used to spend anywhere around $250 on meals every week as a truck driver over the road. So yeah, I've lost a lot of weight, but I do have to confess I have cheated some times here and there. Sandwich here, a buffet there. But most of the time I have just concentrated on walking, wheat bread, bananas. I got rid of my 12-volt cooler because I had no more use to it. I had no more use for it. And I also went with coffee black. Now I do drink my own brand of coffee, which is Nescafe instant coffee. And the only reason that I have a microwave in my truck now is to heat up the water. I tell you, with the wheat bread and banana diet that I'm doing now, I have saved a lot of money and simplified my lifestyle and my needs in the truck. I no longer had the use for the cooler. Right now, I wish I could get rid of that microwave. It's a really big piece of appliances in my truck. That's taking a lot of space. I have to somehow find a way to boil water without using a microwave. Now, my company only allows us to have 1,500 watts of inverter power. For those of you who are not familiar what an inverter is, it turns 12 volts DC into 120 volts AC, which is the same power we use in the United States in our houses. I tried buying or those electric thermos, or I forgot the name of, like a hot water cup. It boils the water in the cup. When I plugged it in, my inverter was just screaming. It still could handle the load, but I tell you what, I can't see that going on for more than a month without having that inverter blow up. Now, I used to have an inverter made by Cobra that was 5,000 watts. In fact, you can buy an inverter at Northern Tools, I believe. We do have them here in Wisconsin. It's called Northern Tools. It's the same idea as Harbor Freight. They're not all that expensive. But our company, as I said, will only allow us to have 1500 volts, 1500 watts. Maybe I ought to buy me a gas burner just to heat water. Boy, I just noticed something. Wingman talks about tires and driving here, driving there, and when to replace the tires. Yes, Wingman, I do pay attention. I do watch your videos. It just occurred to me that you're talking about technical stuff, and here I am talking about personal life and cooking. I tell you what, Wingman, you talk all about the technical stuff, and I'll talk about the life experiences as a truck driver, island boy, and cooking and all that good stuff. Yeah, something that I do recognize, as I am not the best storyteller, or I have the hardest time explaining things, I guess. I am exactly the opposite of Paul Harvey. Anyway, we are in Schofield, Wisconsin, Rothschild, Wisconsin. This is Highway 29 that we're on right now, and we're coming up to Interstate 39, which is Old Highway 51. Now 51 will run all the way north to the Michigan state line. I'm not really sure. But we're also here in Wausau. Now I figured I got about 40 miles more to go to where those gloves are. Praise God that the weather did not rain here. For a while there, I thought it was going to rain. Hey, Wingman. I had this crazy idea a couple months ago that I'd like to take a motorcycle trip to Alaska. Alaska from my house is about 3,500 miles. I figured you can run from the Carolinas, meet me at my house, and pick me up. We'll keep on going in the same route that I'm on right now, and all the way to Minnesota, all the way to North Dakota, and enter Canada. from there all the way to Alaska. That'd be one heck of a ride, wouldn't it? Boy, I would love to do that. That's one of the things that got me inspired was I've noticed that you got to be half decent, physically fit to ride a motorcycle in long distances. And I was in no shape to ride nearly to what I was planning. So I set my goal to lose 160 pounds, 140 pounds by next year. I was 238 and I'm down right now between 207 and 209. According to my doctor, my weight should only be about 140, 145. That's my ideal weight. So what do you say, wingman? How about you and me take a motorcycle ride up to Alaska, all the way up there to Prudhoe Bay, and watch the midnight sun, and on the way back down we'll travel through Seattle, past, drive through Oregon, all the way to San Francisco, see what the brouhaha over there in the Golden Gate Bridge, and just ride Interstate 80 all the way back to, you and I would probably just split up either in Cedar Rapids, or we could split up in Chicago. And you can continue back on down to the Carolinas. And that was one of the things that I came up with this wheat bread and banana diet was, I've noticed, I've been watching a lot of people motorcycle ride, trips and campings. It astonishes me the amount of junk the people bring with them. It's mind-boggling, really. I mean, it's almost a question to how come they don't pack with them the kitchen sink. But my idea would have been, to train myself to only eat wheat bread, bananas, that's it. And the beauty of that diet is, darn well, Walmart, where I go to as a truck driver, our choices are very limited. So as you will know, that Walmart is set up every 5 miles. That's in Wisconsin, not in Wisconsin, but in my city anyway. In Sheboygan, Wisconsin, there are 2 super centers Walmart in my town. They're only 5 miles apart. And there's another one not too far from there yet, which is about 13 miles. So I figured If I was to go on a motorcycle trip, I would just need a small tent, 1 or 2 pairs of jeans, probably 5 pairs of underwear, socks. Keep it light, keep it simple. One of the things that I thought about doing is I would wish I could afford to buy that Honda generator, which is what is it, the 1800 or 2200i Honda generator, that it's really, really quiet. I thought about bringing one of those because I have severe sleep apnea. When I go to sleep, I have this breathing apparatus that I use. Helps me breathe when I'm sleeping. And I'm gonna need a power source for that. Or I could just buy me a couple of motorcycle batteries and just charge them while I'm driving down the road, because my sleep apnea machine is 12 volts DC. I could just use those batteries, plug them in there. There you go. Oh, yeah, it's not heavy. Well, I'm not really worried about the weight because this Goldwing is more than enough to carry the kitchen sink and more. In fact, I kind of like the idea of having a really heavy load because it makes the motorcycle more stable or smoother. Not even sure if this is on or not. So, anyway, I think I better save some space on this memory card. We'll catch you later. Johnny B. Good here. Thank you for listening. Peace.